And here we are on another episode of the Funky Uncles. That's right, another episode where we come to talk issues, we come to have fun. Oh, got the first person. Look at that. Stacy jumps on real quick. So here we are on a good Friday night. What's going on, Stace?
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Man, just chilling. We just had a nice little thunderstorm blow over.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was a tornado or something, the way that wind was blowing.
Yeah, we had sort of like a little windstorm up here.
Man, but we needed it here.
Yeah, we got up to about, 90 degrees today?
I know it was over 90 for us. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But we get like 95 and above all week.
Yeah.
We've been hitting the digits.
Yeah. So I guess you got to find something else to watch until football season starts, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Circle.
What's happening?
Nine Jet Challenge.
We just three amigos tonight.
You know how it always is. It always start off, some people gonna be on time, and some people
Man, my bad. I thought it was on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. I'm like, okay. I was ready to. I was sitting down, have a little chair, mic ready. 1, 2, check. Yeah.
Oh, let's be like, yeah, okay, here I am, Circle K. Got you.
Yeah, we're at the Apple Store, the infamous Apple Store. This is our third time being here. Jay have an issue with her phone, and she had to change her whole spirit for a quick second. Yeah, I said I walk out. I said let me make a phone call. I guess things trying to get it together.
Okay.
Almost that line. I'm gonna write a letter.
Mess around if you won't. That's all I'm gonna say. Mess around if you won't. Get your trouble.
Yeah. Other than that, how everybody's doing out there? Hope everybody's staying out the sun or staying hydrated. Keeping cool.
Oh, man, listen. They have me freezing in the office sometimes. I go outside and stand in the sun and thaw out. And
hey, I'd rather that. At least you can add and take off. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It never goes when it's cold.
Yeah. I see you guys representing in Walksburg and Juneteenth. That's a positive thing going on. I love it. Yeah.
It's a step in the right direction. Just want to, check some things out this weekend. I'll be like, just an observation.
Okay. Yeah. Because here, we got several events going on, especially at the National African American Museum having a block party down in Nashville. So that's gonna be alive. I was trying to find out if kids can be, allowed because I got the grandkids. So, but other than that, here in Murfreesboro at the Black-owned farmers market, they have like all the food trucks and stuff like that. They're doing something out there too. So there's a lot of events going on from tonight all the way until this weekend. But the thing is, this will piss me off, right? Same thing, like Black History Month in February, the shortest month. You know what I'm saying? And Juneteenth. We're celebrating Juneteenth in the same week as we call it Pride Week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. I'm like, can we just have a day? I ain't got nothing against, Pride. My daughter, she chooses that life. I love her. That's my daughter. I support her. And, both of my daughters, my birth daughter and my bonus daughter. So, but other than that, man, it's like, can we just get a Juneteenth week by ourselves? Let Prime do the Prime thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, it just what it is. And then, of course, it fall on Father's Day. this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I was telling jokes all day today when I was doing class, and I said, Father's Day ain't for us; it's for the family, because it was like, Dad, where you going to eat at? Oh, I'm gonna go to the steakhouse. Oh, um, Olive Garden got a special going on. Let's go to Olive Garden. What get Olive Garden for? You get there, guess who foot the bill? So I'm like, wow. So I was just telling jokes all day. I said, I guess, I get the matching set of that suspender set with the tie coming from the General Dollar store. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go anywhere to eat because it's not going to be packed. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mother's Day, everything's shut down. And nothing against mothers, but hey, they're the Mother Earth. They, you know what I'm saying? They're the body, heart, and soul. But man, you gotta make a reservation 2 months in advance to get your mama, mama, wife, or girlfriend, whatever, into a restaurant because they're gonna be packed.
Yeah.
They're like going to a concert. Everybody packed. You know what I'm saying? They saying who's coming in, like on Sunday on Easter. You didn't see nobody a whole year in church. You probably come 1 or 2 times, but when Easter comes, oh Lord, that's what it is.
And you want to sit, want to be seen.
Okay, man. Then went to Teddy's and got that brand new suit. Or what was the suit place in Waltersburg?
Superbad?
Yeah, Superbad. Then got Superbad, got that 2-for-1 special. Got the socks, the shirt, and everything.
The free pocket square.
Okay, what? Shoot. Yeah, some of them can't afford a pocket square. They just cut a t-shirt and make you cut the end of the t-shirt and fold it in there right.
Gotta know how to
tablecloth napkin. Gotta improvise.
Hey, you remember what my man said on Boomerang? You gotta coordinate.
You gotta coordinate. That's right, you gotta coordinate. That's what it is. You gotta coordinate.
Yeah, we get done wrong, but I remember we put the dad on the grill on Father's Day. But no, you sit down. We got this.
Yeah, right. Only time we get to that level if it's it's sorry to say if dad is under the weather and you think that he got 1 foot on the banana and 1 foot on the grave. So don't worry, we got it. We cook it. We got you.
As a grandparent, as an old grandparent, you get that treatment.
But if you speaking facts right there.
As a young,
what are you doing? Fix that man a food. Fix that man a plate.
You still getting drills and hammers and tools set. Look at here, you trying to give me extra work. Come on, man.
You know that. You know it's coming right there. Coming right down there. As soon as you get into go ahead and charge it up. The next thing you know, wake up, take a nap after eating that meal. You got a list of things. Oh, I need that curtain to put up. I need that rod put up. I got a swing set. I got a table. I got a shelf in the closet to put up. I got a new shoe rack.
All of a sudden, I turn into Fred Sanford. And what I tell him? I got arthritis.
And then they're gonna reverse the role. We jump in bed. What's up, baby? Oh, I'm sick.
He was about to make me something, but this is almost a kid-friendly show, so I won't say it.
Okay, that's what I said. I'm sick. Read the line. Yeah, but nah. Yeah, with Johnny working tonight?
I'm not sure. He might be because he didn't respond. I did speak to him the other day, and I thought he might be off, but then he hasn't. He didn't respond when I complained.
Yeah. He's in the car. He's in the car. Oh Lord. Jay done turned Dr. Betty Shabazz.
Lord, it looks like she about to drool.
Oh, you didn't know, right? Yeah. What's your name, sir? What's your name? Caleb. Thank you, Caleb. Yeah. I got a nephew named Caleb. Yeah. You're good. You're a good kid too. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see.
All right, cool. So looks like your SIM card did activate in the system here. So you're going to start setting that up live. Or you can take it home and do it at your own.
So yeah, show you my nephew real quick. Pull it up. Let's see, he's in Atlanta. Well, actually, he used to stay in Tennessee, and he done moved. Yeah. So that's my nephew Caleb. That's my niece Jordan. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. That's his passion.
I would love to serve.
Yeah, his dad, Marty, which is my brother. He was an MLB sports agent. So they dealt with all the Giants players because they right there. Shoot, what is it? Green Jackets, Green something in Augusta. So that's the minor league for the Giants. So every game they fly him out to Arizona. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't stand baseball. I'll sit there and eat peanuts the whole time.
Right. Good. What age?
Yeah, you can skip. We already ran the diagnostics.
Yeah.
It's a big baseball town, so I've been to baseball games, but I don't especially care for it.
Hold on. I'll put myself on mute, y'all. My bad.
So did y'all know about these clean slate that Colorado is the newest state to grab a clean slate? And thanks to Josh, I was looking up, there are 6 other states, Connecticut being one.
Say it again. Is it what now?
The clean slate laws. I'm sure there are variations in each different state, but basically what states are doing are with certain infractions, they are sealing them. With Colorado, as they were saying, it's like a lot of the business owners have really been pushing for it. Somehow or another, I guess they're not hiring people with the felonies. I know that with a couple jobs that I've worked, they do the background checks, and I guess
yeah.
But it's still up to the job itself.
Yeah.
But I can overlook that.
Yeah.
But they said it's over 1 million people.
Yeah, but see here in Connecticut, what it is, the way they do it is, if it's a felony, like you go out there and shoot somebody or hold somebody up, they hold that against you until you, or if you get a sex offender, they won't hire you up here. They won't hire you up here. It has to be really, really minor. Like, say you're out there standing on the street corner selling drugs. Okay, that's a minor offense. But if they know you did something major.
Yeah, because from what I've been reading, I think all these states, well, the ones that I've looked at, it's misdemeanors, non-violent misdemeanors. That's how they say it can be. And I'm thinking, okay, who's getting the most non-violent misdemeanors? So once again, I mean, here's me being a conspiracy theorist, as always, but it still looks like it's one of those deals where it makes it look like it's good for a lot of people, but once again, it's only a select demographic that's meant to really benefit. Now, yes, some of us will fall into that category. But once again, we fall into that category, and if we can get it sealed, then you still have to go through the regular process of getting a job.
Yep.
So it goes right back to the old hiring process. So I I can see the benefit of it, but at the same time, I'd love to see everything on an equal basis. I mean, to say non-violent or against violent, nothing is cut and dry. Looking at
Hey, but you know, it's not gonna be a even playing field on that, right?
exactly, and that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know that there were 6 other states that were doing this already. So
who's the other 6 states? Because I was on mute, and who's the other 6 states, Derek?
I'll tell you in a second. Hold on, let's see here.
What the hell is information out, Dan Rather?
Pennsylvania, Utah, Michigan, Connecticut, Delaware, and Oklahoma. Utah, great God. Did you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah. Did you hear me with the 6 states?
Yeah, I think, oh yeah, because Colorado makes 7.
Yeah, Colorado be number 7.
Bad area.
So what are y'all thoughts of the pluses and minuses, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent? We don't just want to look at, most people will see the good, but you can't overlook what's missing, because there's always something missing when people aren't included in the process of writing these bills. Monkey. Big bad monkey.
Well, when you sent it to me and I did my research, I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, I looked at it as a crime bill situation, which it got supported by, you know what I'm saying? Because in Philly was the first state that did it, and the Black Caucus pretty much introduced the bill, and it got approved and stuff like that. And it, you know, if you look at it, yeah, it might be a good thing, but then you gotta look at the negative. What if little Billy get his record deal, and little Billy go up in the school, and little Billy wanted to shoot up the place and do all kinds of things, but you can't look at his record because little Billy's record is still.
And the first thing they're gonna say is mental health.
Yeah.
Right. And instead of charging him, they send him to some facility and seal it, instead of giving him, knowing he knew what he was doing to begin with.
Yeah.
You got something to say? Because you just come sit in my lap and just want to.
He said you want some. You said you want some pussycat on your lap. That's all.
Here come the kitty cat.
To eat, kitty.
Yeah. That's a police officer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Derek Flex.
Yeah.
After 35 days, I got her back. I got her back a few hours ago.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
Let Bell sit on this side. Let Jeremy sit on this.
And how can I get in that side?
Huh?
And how I'm supposed to?
No, I said hold on, God dang it.
So now they have these stipulations, and I was reading an article with some people responding to the law in Colorado, and they were saying about the price, where people aren't working, and this is supposed to help people get jobs. So now they had to pay some type of processing fee, court fee, which is like $200 something, and then that can be waived if they claim indigent. But here we go. At the same time, now you're gonna have to pay some type of lawyer fee. So who had that money?
I'm gonna tell you something, Drew. A friend of mine right here in Connecticut had to just go through the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Something happened to him years ago. We got into a little situation, and to get his, he just now, right now, last week, matter of fact, got his record expunged. He couldn't do nothing for a good I said about 10 years. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't move. He couldn't get a job. He couldn't do nothing. Just now, last week, he went down to the courthouse to get his, they just now, expunged his record from 10 years ago.
Yeah, and see that expungement is
He had a felony?
it's similar.
Huh?
It's not
Did
the
he
same.
have a
Did he have a
felony?
The situation
No,
that he got into?
No, I'm saying that he had a felony, or did he have it with the state? Because like if it's a felony, then yeah, it's a lot of red tape. But if it's a state, then I mean, it
I
depends.
think the situation that he was in, I think they did count it as a felony.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
shit, he black, so you already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, this is something that he didn't do, that he got, I would say the person lied on him about. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. And what I like to do is when I see stuff like this and I read articles, I love reading the comments, because the comments will inform you of so much, and sometimes it'll give you other ideas. And I read some of the comments, and I can only imagine the people who wrote them just by reading them. And people are like, oh, well, they shouldn't have committed a crime to begin with. What do you think they're gonna do if they get a job? And what if you hire somebody to get a job and then you find out that they have a criminal record? I mean,
man, I'm like this. It's like this. Somebody try to get a job, and you know what I'm saying, they done serve their time. You as an employer, you got to make that decision. That's just up to you. Do you trust that person? There's certain jobs that, like, okay, if they rob a bank or they stole money, you're not gonna put them on a cash register. You already know that.
Right.
Hey, I mean, hey, you're gonna dump the trash and stuff like that. I mean, if somebody kills somebody, say you got to they got to explain everything. Like, you know what, it's a bad situation, self-defense. I have to trust. But it's like, you ain't gonna hire no Ike Turner. You ain't gonna hire no somebody that been, like, but if they did the drugs and stuff like that, and they did the rehab and they've been clean and stuff like that, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just up to you as the person running your business. Or you go, like, do you trust me? Like, just go ahead, don't judge me. But then again, when it comes to like black people who own a business, you know what I'm saying, if you up front with them, 9 times out of 10, they gonna hire you. White people, you could be up front and then they won't hire you. But you lie, like, you know what? Why didn't you tell the truth? Because you wasn't gonna hire me.
Well, yeah, a lot of times that will hold to be true. It's it just comes from us understanding us better, because being that we know how easy it is to get caught up in a situation, no matter what the motivation is. So a lot of times money is the motivator of criminal activity.
Oh yeah.
Lots of times money is the motivator of criminal activity. Sometimes it's for need and sometimes it's for greed. But at the same time, when people grow, not everybody's going to grow. That's sad to say. Everybody's going to grow, but there are lots of people who I mean, how do you even put this? They don't do what they used to do because they're not who they used to be.
Right.
And unless lived in that type of environment or gone through it yourself, and you have no empathy, it's impossible for you to fathom. It's impossible for any of us to know what it's like living in the jungle if we've never been there. We can read and we can watch all the TV shows, and we can watch every episode of Tarzan, and no matter what it is, we don't know what it's like. And that is one of the things that we're up against when it comes to those a lot of people who are in the position to hire in this country, if they don't understand where we come from, some things are normal to us that are taboo to them, and vice versa. But you don't have the understanding, because how are you going to understand if the majority of your life, the vast majority of your life, you spent no time around another set of people, only people who are more like you. And the only thing that you know about them are stuff or things that you've heard on the news, some rumor that spread around town, or what you see on TV on a TV show or movies. But you're taking that to be true of an entire people. So yeah, you're gonna look at them different. You're not gonna understand. You have some sympathizers, but the vast majority, no. Which is why one of the reasons why I agree with so many things when it comes to us having our own, so that we don't have to endure that type of embarrassment of going to sign up for a job, and let's say, okay, yeah, I have a felony. What do you have a felony for? Oh, I did such and such. Now they're looking at you. Now, not only are you not getting the job, now somebody would have, running their mouth to XYZ to somebody that it's not necessary. It shouldn't even be a thing. But these are the things we go through.
And that's when the crab in the barrel come in full effect. Because if somebody knows they've been in the same situation and then you see somebody gave you a chance, the opportunity, and they're like, man, you can flex a chance, and I did, he did more time than I did. So I mean, why can't I get the opportunity?
Yep, that's it. That's that middle school. What's the name of that movie? The Wood. Remember The Wood?
Yeah.
He said, "That old boy, you little boy, ain't let me hit." I know that.
Michael with his black silver the curls.
Yeah.
Swim.
Yeah, but how can you be a grown person and an adult and saying, "Oh man, but you did such and such." Listen, wait your turn. Everything isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
You want to bring somebody else down.
Go ahead. This old man said something and to me a while ago, and it didn't really make sense at the beginning because of the state of mind I was in. And he said he'd been with this company for, I think it's like 20, 25 years. He's been with this company. So of course he done trained people who was younger than him and the same level he is. And they don't move on being his supervisor or going to another department supervising to another level. And then people always ask him, why are you still here? Why you're training people, why are you still on this level with this and that? He said, you know what? He said, sometimes when people go high and they're looking low on you, but sometimes God put you in a position to make sure when these people coming through these doors of this company, you're gonna guide them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they be, successful. So what opportunity you gonna have?
Mr. Right. Man, that's powerful. I said that is so powerful, man.
Man, listen, it took a while for me to get that in, a while ago. And I'm like, you know what? Because, of course, we went through life and we put in positions and, I'm tired of just saying if it's for you, it's for you, or meant to be it. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that scene no more because it's getting old. Everybody's using it. I mean, that's what it is. That's what you hear all the time. But that right there, that statement I just said, but the guy told me, and I kind of look at stuff in a different perspective in life right now. So,
it's like you just spoke my heart, man, of all the things that I've been going through. For 20 years, I've trained people in and out. And you know what? Even to this particular day, there's one cat that we've grown pretty fond of. And, I don't like to look at race or whatever, but you have to look at the obvious. When I remember just a month ago, even when Drew was talking about nepotism, you know, I couldn't help but just put my heart into that too, because I know it exists. But here I have friends and everything else in these high places, right? People I've trained to get in positions. And even to this particular day, like I said, it's a guy that's been with the company only 2 years, doing the same thing I'm doing. This guy is now in a supervisor position. But then I keep asking myself, is it something that I really truly wanted there? You know, because I noticed that sometimes in other area, with the exception of the area that I'm with, it's always open for people like me. I'll just put it like that. But in
So
that particular place, they're not hiring any. You know, it's. I hate to say that, but you don't see minorities as in the supervisor position unless you
it's a,
decide to go somewhere else in another area to get that position. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted to show that, look, I've trained these guys. Why can't I be here to have a supervisor position? But that's my point. You know, it's
so the thing is this. The thing is like the cheat. I call it the cheat code. You know, you push me, I pull you. I mean, I got friends that I went to school with, and they're the high level sevens in Amazon, and you know they're like, hey, you know, like put in for the job, and then we make sure you get inclined, and then just tell me you change your mind. So you know me, you know, I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it that way because I want to earn it. You know what I'm saying? I want to earn that position. So you know, I mean, then with us, we get comfortable with what we're doing, and then to go to another area or another team or something like that, you know, you're afraid of being uncomfortable. But you know what? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And in
amen.
my opinion, it's always best to start from the bottom. That way, you know more about what's going on overall. You start at the top,
Exactly.
no idea what's going on, and you really can't lead as well when you don't understand what's going on below you, when you only know it from what somebody else told you or something that you read in a book. Experience trumps that book any and every day of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
then you know, then your
Yeah.
peers, then your peers. Now, this another statement or quote that someone said, and he, you know, that was Franklin Smalls, Chief. Chief
Oh,
told my mama. Yeah, Chief told my mama. She said, Miss Wright, I try to catch that boy kissing girls right here. I just can't catch him. He said, but he said, hands down. He said, hands down. Tia got him. She's smart as a whip. Tia smart as a whip. But your son gonna get further than Tia because his personality is a people person. I got no college degree. You know what I'm saying? Every job I went for, you know, was it was a level that, you know, you're supposed to have a degree or whatsoever. But I worked that company from the bottom and I got to that level I am at now. You know what I'm saying? So Tia, she got degrees, masters, and doctors, and she's, you know, she making way more money than me, but look what she had to go through to get to where she at now.
Yeah. It makes me think about some of the things in which I would have done a little bit differently had I had the same mindset that I do now and went back and just say, well, hey, this is what I would do differently in terms of education, because education, as you know, is everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
and it's not just in the schools or whatever the case. You can learn a trade. You don't
right.
have to put in and go to a school to get a degree in order to acquire a skill set. It's just a matter of how you apply yourself and where you go to get that knowledge or whatever the case, and hit some of these companies that's willing to hire you to pay for your education too. Here I am, I'm 52 years old, been a company, 20 years or whatever the case. And all of a sudden now I'm sitting up here getting all these certifications from the company that's been paying, my bills and everything, but now they're paying my education and they've been able to do it. But it was me holding myself back, and it was like, damn, if I would have just did something different, I've been able to, but had I did something differently or thought differently, or even had the people in my life to encourage something different. And I think that tells a lot too, because it depends on your upbringing, who you're around, and that is a true statement when it comes to who you share your life with, who
Right.
you're around as you're growing up.
Right.
All of that plays a part in your development. And
Oh,
I didn't have many people around me, man. I mean, yeah, I got my brothers and I have my sister, whatever the case. But I'm like one of the ones that kind of stood out among them, because I wanted something different. I was ambitious about wanting to do something different with my life. I wanted to get the education. Mom didn't push it on me. I just figured I wanted to do that because I wanted to thrive out here and do something different and positive for my life. But what is positivity? What what's being successful to you? And yeah.
Yeah, and thinking about what you just said takes me back to a couple of conversations that I've had with my daughter. Like you said, you have people around, and that's one thing that I really wanted to express to her often, because I know that I had lots of people to reach out to. I had lots of people who I could gain advice from, knowledge, wisdom, but I was young, dumb, full of myself. And so like you said, if I knew then what I know now, but what I want to really get my daughter to do is to use a lot of those tools so that she can really prepare herself for every next level. She's my daughter's out of the military now, and now she's living on her own in Las Vegas. And
wow.
okay, so I know people in Las Vegas. Introduce you to people in Las Vegas. Okay, so you have this going on. You want to do this. She tells me things that she still wants to do. Okay, I know such and such that does such and such, but I don't want to be the parent who sets it up for you. I want to give you the opportunity to reach out on your own. Throw my name in there so they'll know who you are. But if you want it, I want you to do as much as you can to earn it, because that way you'll respect it more,
Mhm.
and to have someone to continually say, you can do this, you can do. I didn't have that continually in my ear. I survived, to be honest with you, off of grace of the creator and the talent that the creator blessed me with. Like Kwame said, a lot of my jobs I've gone to, I got in on ground level zero, and done the job so well that people, look, I worked at a banking center. I was in the mail room. It's like, oh, nobody's ever done the job like you have before, and you've only been here a month and a half, and you already, I'm already done with my work, hour and a half, 2 hours before we supposed to knock off. But as far as moving me up in the company, nah, that ain't gonna happen, Cap.
The one thing I hated about some of the jobs that I had was my height. These niggas, yes, I'm
But they
6'7".
up on the top shelf.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. It been some weird stuff. This is like, we never had about your height and stuff like that. I was like, man. And then I was like, man, I hate this, man. I really hate my height. Because, man, they be like, yo, can you get this? And I'm up there standing on the floor, reaching on top of the shelf.
See, I told you.
Wait a minute. How tall are you?
I'm 6'7". I'm 6. Yeah, I'm say I'm 6'8". But my arms, like literally, I feel like this. If I come in your house, the first thing I'm looking for is a ceiling. That's it. If you got a ceiling fan, yeah, I'm jumping. I done got chopping. Yeah, I done got chopping the head. So I'm telling you. And yo, no, let me tell y'all. I worked at Amazon one time. And Kwame, I was on the packaging side, man, reaching for them boxes at the bottom, and I'm 6'8". I said, man, fuck this. I did that for a month. I said, nah, I can't do it.
Wow.
Man, think about it. I'm walking. You say, oh man, you got 15-minute break. I gotta walk almost a half a mile. Man, my knees was work. I said, man, no, this ain't for me.
They got.
Man,
I mean, I'm sure how the facility designed. If you know where the break room's at, you can kind of master the clock on break.
man, I told them, I said, man, y'all gotta put me on pick, you know what I'm saying? Pick the order. I did good on that one, but the packages though, oh no, you kiss my butt. Oh no. No, man. Trustedly, if you calculate this, if you work at Amazon, man, look here, you got to be in it for it. You can't have no old injuries. You got to be in it.
Okay, I got a question for everybody now. This is going to be a good one. What was the worst job you ever had?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I was a busser. I was a busser for a restaurant business, and like I was telling you before, I was very aggressive about wanting to have a job. To the point I found this place in Chicago that was an agency, Bush Agency. I remember this day, man. You give him $50 and he'll get you a job that day, and you go in, you basically, they always need ground people, so I was just basically that, a dishwasher, busboy, or whatever the case, come around, collect all the dishes, boy. But at the end of the day, man, it just felt like I was just going to just fall out, man, because of my back, having carrying all them dishes and stuff like that, putting them in the little bus thing or whatever the case, carrying it to the conveyor belt to take it to the back room to wash dishes. It wasn't hard. It ain't nothing to it, and like you gotta have a mindset to teach you, but it's like, it's a very, tedious, type of, work, just stress. I mean, how do I put it, y'all? I'm just not in it today. My mind is just everywhere, man. It was just it was hard on my body. I'll put it like that.
The worst job I ever had was my first job ever. I worked at IGA in Holland Hill, and it also was a difficult job because the manager was white. He's an old white man. This man would never take my hand, never look me in the eye. He would always put me on task to do this and that. So this one day I wanted to quit. My mom said, no, you can't quit, man. You about to start college and stuff like that. You got to save up money. So I had to go to do all that. I said, man, this man would not take my hand, not look me in the eye, stuff like that. And then on top of it, the assistant manager was black. And he was some cool type of motherfucker. He was kissing ass and stuff like that. Come on, Josh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And then the week before I was about to go to college, he tried, the black assistant manager tried to say, you gotta do this, do that. And I came into work, and I think that week I worked 60 hours. I said, yeah, I'm about to go fly when I go to college. So I came in the day before payday, and I'm up to the truck team. And all these motherfuckers were sitting in the deli, chit chat, smoking, stuff like that. I'm working. And I said, hold up. I came in there, I said, so y'all not gonna work? They laughing and stuff like that. Say, man, I said, oh, bet. So I quit that. Quit that day. I told my mom said, oh, you going to school next week. Don't even worry about it. They came out. They said, where you going? I said, I'm going home. Some motherfuckers had 25 pallets they had to put up. I said, have a nice day. I said, oh, no, That was the worst experience I had. I said, I had to deal with a white manager that won't shake my hand, won't look me in the eye, stuff like that. And he let the word boy slip out of his mouth. I was about to swing on him, but I had to thought about it. Now, I was like 21. He let that word slip out. I said, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all right. Stuff like that, So when I came to pick up my check, they told me you had to quit. I said, fuck y'all, I'm going to college. Y'all ain't understand. Cause this part, right? They was in the upper 30s, upper 40s. They was making $6 an hour. They were making $6 an hour. Minimum wage at that time was like 5. I was making 7.25. They was mad at that. They was like, how the fuck this young buck came in there? I said, it all depends on how you talk your way. You ain't gotta settle for less. I came in there after 7.25 and stuff like that. And then yeah, he gave it to me. And then when they found out, they said, hold up, I'm making $6. I've been here for 5 years and you make 7.25. I said, dog, you 40 years old. You up here drinking damn liquor and shit and your break and stuff. I said, man, I was a young buck. I said, no.
Hey, Kwame,
Yes, sir.
do you remember Barnwell?
Who didn't?
Okay. Did you know that Barnwell is part owner of the Arby's here?
Yeah, the white guy, yeah, because all us started at Hart now.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have a group. They own some stuff in Somerville, Manning, something else. But yeah, when I was working at Arby's, that's when I saw him. I was like, dang, that dude look familiar. So who else has the next worst job? Mine is short because I was only there one day. Yeah, it was a one hitter quitter. I said,
A lot of black people had those days.
I got one that was there one day and one I was there for 3 days. I said, I can't do this. This y'all can have this. I was at the veneer plant for 3 days. First day I went in there.
Veneer plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work in the baller room. I used to walk in the baller room. Veneer plant kept the conveyor belt going in the baller room.
Tell me how that thing hot as Hades. And if I say it's hot.
Yeah, I've been there.
No, Drew, I got another person that was also racist. Mr. Cook that owned damn Burger King.
Yeah, but that we know about that. It's ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I almost cook.
Hey. Boy, yeah, right. That man would have been one hit quitter.
Hey, when
Mr. Cook was cool with me and Kim.
No, he was cool. Don't get me wrong now. I don't work with him. He was cool. But it's just like some shit that he said to other people, I was like, ain't no way in the world.
And hey, I was in Virginia one summer, and my pops was like, all right, all y'all got to get jobs because it was me, my stepsister, my younger sister, even my younger cousin Corinne, and the baby boy Marlon, my youngest. And he said, all right, all y'all get jobs. They get a job. Okay, I'm in college at the time, so I'm like, cool, I'm gonna take this money back home, back with me. I'll be right for a while. So I went to a temp agency and they sent me to this place. Now, what we had to do was, I still don't know what the name of it was called, but we would take these pieces of metal and dip them in some type of liquid. And I didn't know what to call it. My pops asked me what it was. I told him, I don't know, it's called hermaphrodite or something. I don't know what it was, but he had the same reaction. So, so what you do is you dip it, you hang it, you dip it, you hang it. When you get a full rack, you blow dry it and you put it away. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. When I work, I have music in my head. So I'm doing this right here. I got a whole rack. I'm doing this. I get about 3 or 4 racks. And I look at the clock and it's only 9:45 and I started at 9 o'clock. It's hot. I'm aggravated. It took forever for lunchtime to get there. So when time came, I left and didn't come back. I said, I can't do this. I gotta find something. This just ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
No. This thing is too boring. Anytime you work and you feel like you work the whole work day and you haven't even got much time yet, it ain't gonna happen.
I know that.
But
Wow.
I was getting another job like a couple days later. I knew I'd get another job, but I just wasn't doing that. No.
Well, for me, I can't say I had a worse job or a bad job, because I mean I thank God for my grandfather. He instilled in me as far as work ethics, because I dealt with dealt with the hay, dealt with the tobacco, helped my Uncle James with soybeans, and he had a pig farm in Cross, all this in Cross, and going to pick peaches and stuff like that. So when I came back to Waltersburg, and working at Pizza Hut, working at Burger King, versus the boy and white this, black that, that didn't bother me. Because at the end of the day, as long as you didn't mess with my money, you didn't put your hands on me, I was fine.
Yeah.
That's a great mindset to have, man. That shows control.
So I mean, and the thing about it, 6ix9ine, I dealt with the manager there at IGA in Holly Hill or whatsoever. And if that man didn't look at you, or in your face and shake your hand, that shouldn't bother you. You shouldn't have a mindset like that. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? He signed that check though. You touched that check. You touched that money to go into your pocket and going in the bank, right? So that shouldn't bother you. You shouldn't have that mindset like that, man. Because every time I hear you talk like that, no, hold up. On mute. So, that's the thing, man. I know folks in Holly Hill. I got family in Holly Hill. I got family in Charleville. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that we know the struggle. We know what we need to do and how we need to do it. But we keep talking about he call you boy, or in this and that. You shouldn't have that affect you.
No, what I was trying to say was that was my first job, my first ever job, and I was just taken back. I didn't say that it followed me. It just caught me off guard. That's what I'm saying. I agree with everything you're saying. It's just that it was my first ever job that I applied to and went to, and then what I'm saying, I wasn't prepared for that. That's all I'm saying. I agree with you, but it's just my first job. My second, third, and fourth job, I've been good.
Right.
Yeah, that's his first foray in the workforce.
Like I'm a rookie, and you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm not prepared for that. Because think about this, the dudes in my family, they taught me when you shake a man's hand, you look him in the eye. And you know what I'm saying, that just threw me off. That's all I'm saying. If I shake your hand and I say, hey, what's up? I'm looking you in your eyes, stuff like that. Damn, you can't shake my hand?
Yeah, that first job, Kwame, you started out early with the hard work and all that. Everybody didn't get that benefit. And I think I know that's a definite bonus. That's a life hack right there. That's a lot of people.
I did. Remember back in the days going through job service, and it sent us to Ediso Beach, green tomatoes, and I did all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I dealt with dealing with SRS Savannah Riverside, planting trees. You know what I'm saying? Been in a little box, planting trees in the cold, cedar trees. I did all that.
Like, oh, you been all over, bro.
Yo, that joke have been working since he was 2.
Cool.
Hey, I had a hole in my hand going down that field, pulling on the weed.
I'm gonna tell you now. When I got to that boarding school, we had a dairy program. Okay, so all 5'3" and 90 pounds was in that barn, and I couldn't make anything work. Everything was heavier than me. The first day I came back, they said, "Well, do you want to cut grass?" He said, "We're gonna go ahead and send you out there to cut the grass, because we're not gonna send you to the barn right now." I looked out there at all that grass. I said, "I don't know how to cut grass." Oh, you look at the grass? I was like, "Man, that was 4 acres of grass, and there wasn't a riding mower." So I was just gonna go out there and push until they told me to come in. And I'll go to the barn.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
said-
listen there.
They sent me-
Pause on that. Pause on that, Derek. You know
Huh?
how my mama house. I said pause on that. You know
Yeah.
how my mama yard is, right?
Yeah.
I used to push that.
Kwame, that's nothing compared to what we had. Kwame, we had our own softball, and that's not including the other football fields that worth of grass that we had.
Oh,
That's
wow.
I'd cut that one off as opposed to what we had. So they took me to the barn. And the next day they said, you going to the barn? I said, no, I'll cut grass. I thought you didn't know how to cut grass. I'll learn. Just a little more. I'm not no more. Cows almost peeing on, and the cows pooping and coughing all over the place. Oh, I'll go to that. That thing stinks. Good God. Then people, these are teenage boys. Okay, teenage boys, they putting poop in one of the little towels, like leaning against the wall. See a towel fly across the barn and hit the thing, and now you got poop all on the side of your face. No, I don't want to go. Listen, out on the lot after the rain, and they kicking the crap all over the place, crap flying, and man, listen. I remember one day it was raining. I think I was there about a month. I said, I'm not walking down to that barn. I'm gonna sit down here in the barn room until it's over. I sat down there about an hour and 15 minutes till everybody came back from barn. They talking about, where were you? Right here. It was raining. Y'all walk in the rain? Yeah, I got it.
But if you listen to everybody's story, with the exception of Stacy didn't tell us what was her work job.
Laughing at us.
No, I'm laughing because y'all funny than that. No, but mine was I used to work at a drugstore as a cashier. Worst job I ever had. I hated it.
What?
At a drugstore?
At a drugstore.
Old drugstores, I think.
What was wrong with it?
The boss that I had, he was from one of them Saudi Arabian countries.
Mm-hmm.
Racist man I ever met. I did all the work while the other people just slacked off. I used to stock the shelves, move the totes off the truck. They used to come in on Wednesdays, breaking my back while everybody else just sit around like they ain't got nothing to do. Then I had to go to the cash register and cash people out. I'm only 5'1". Imagine me moving totes off a truck. I'm only 5'1" now, and them totes were heavy.
I can imagine.
I stayed 2 weeks. After that, I'm out. Give me my check. Bye.
She got her full first day.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine.
But the thing they experienced all 6 of us. Well, 6 of us on it, right? Or five of us.
Yeah.
All 5 of us experienced from grade school on up to adult age, as far as working. You know, you take something from that and you create positive results and teach value to your kids or nieces and nephews, you know, or close friends, you know, because, you know, of course, kids are like, man, I don't want to hear all that, this, that, and third. But you still tell them, you know, have that conversation and make it animated, you know, make it funny, you know, make it fun because they'll listen to you. You know, if you like, man, I had to do this, you listen to me. You know, no, don't talk at them. You know, tell them how it is, what you did. You know what I'm saying? Because people look at me. I mean, I'm Amazon, and it's like 100 degrees. Yesterday was 118 heat index. I was shorts on a long sleeve t-shirt. That's just the way I am.
What?
You know what I'm saying? That's the way I am. I'm gonna wear a long sleeve t-shirt year round. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Me too.
Yeah. Boy, Amazon about to have you. Woo, boy. Please.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Kwame. These are the things that had to be passed on to let the youth know that it's not going to be easy. You know, yeah, you want to get a job because you want to make your own money and all that, but just know it doesn't come with. It doesn't come. This is one of those things where you're gonna have it your way, and it's going to be super.
Exactly.
You know, because that's
Exactly.
things. You know, going into it, your first job. You know, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna, especially if you wind up working with somebody that you know. You know, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna make money, and this, that, and the third. And I can spend my check. Well, you might want to put your brakes a little bit, and you know, but when reality hits, you have to let them know this is normal. Now you have to find your way to deal with it, because everybody finds a way to deal with it.
Right.
Everybody doesn't want to have to go in every day or
Right.
5 days a week,
But
they
the best,
And also too, when you sit back and see your mother, your father, grandparents working, I mean, I remember sitting there day in, day out, my mom and my grandfather and my aunt's uncle coming in and out of that field from doing tying tobacco or, you know, picking cucumbers or going to Santee peaches and stuff like that, or, you know, doing figs and pecans and all that stuff. We did all that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then you had to turn back around and cook a meal for your husband. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. See, that's one thing about me. My grandparents made sure I was well equipped as far as cooking and baking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. See, like that. Some people won't see. I see it as you had a charmed childhood. Some people look at charmed childhood where they didn't have anything. But here we go. If we really want to go biblical, you feed a man, he eats for one day. But you teach him to fish, you know, that thing. You know what I'm saying? And what they did was they gave you the tools, they taught you how to fish. And that's something that I don't know. It's just one of those things that's been lost over the years in most households. It's not totally lost, and not everybody got it as well as you got it. I know I didn't get it to the full effect that you did, but I know that staying with my great grandmother, she was like, if you want something to eat, go ahead, put something on that stove, make you some eggs, some toast, some bologna, some bacon, warm up that chicken. You can do it yourself. And I'm talking about 5 and 6 years old. You can get out there and do it yourself. So, oh, shoot. And I thought that was the best thing in the world.
Exactly. So the thing is this, with that, you're saying breakfast, not breakfast, but you're saying eggs and bacon and whatsoever. So
I ate all day.
who determined or made that decision that, okay, cooking egg, bacon, and grits are breakfast food versus, you know, dinner? Who made that up?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You ever thought about that?
No.
That's a good.
Yeah. Who made that a breakfast food? And I ate it all day long.
Exactly. Fish and grits. Fish and grits. Lima bean and grits. Collard greens and grits. We
Right.
did that.
Yeah, grits,
Chicken and grits.
grits and eggs.
Right. Any
True.
time of the day. Any time of the day.
Yeah.
Now I used to hate to go up north when I was working for the government, and I used to hate to go up north because the only thing they do is serve potatoes. I'm like, where the grits at? That's all they eat is potatoes. I'm on a plane. I got a doggone 5-pound bag of grits in my suitcase. You know what I mean?
Isn't it something though? Isn't it something though? Like, as now that we're older, I don't know how you all are, but it's like, you know, when you were a kid, you thought about all the stuff that you thought that you wanted to go ahead and get. You wanted to acquire because, you know, everybody in your household, they were going to eat you out of house and home. So now you figure when you got older, now that you have the opportunity to be able to get the things, you don't get them as much as you might have wanted them. You know, do you feel like that too? Is it just me?
Whenever been cooked, that what you eat.
Like for instance, the grits. I can get grits all the time if I wanted to, but I haven't had grits in Lord knows how long, man. I love
And now listen, now these kids now, grandkids and your own kids, they don't eat the same thing. They got you in the kitchen like you're a short order cook. You want pancakes? Somebody wants cereal?
Yeah.
Hey Kwame, I'm gonna have to say I can relate because when I got up there to Pennsylvania and they talking about oatmeal, I said, "Well, where the grits?" Them jokers looked at me and said, "What? What do you mean? What's grits? We don't have grits. You don't know what grits is?"
Listen, if you guys ever come to Connecticut, there's one diner up here that does grits and what they call corned beef hash. When I go to the place, that's the only way I'm gonna eat grits.
I haven't had that in a while. That's been a while too.
Now the only time I actually eat grits is if I come down south to visit my people and my uncle that live down there now.
You know what I want?
I'll eat this grit because you know how to cook them up here.
Hey Drew, when last time you had grits and deer meat?
Man, I haven't had grits and deer meat in a long time.
Don't say grits and deer meat. Oh man.
Hey, I got one for y'all. I got one for y'all.
Okay.
That salmon croquette.
That's
I got man. Listen,
with some diamond hash browns with the onions in them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Rice.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh man.
That and made some.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I come down, I get all that stuff. When I come down south, that's when I get my eat on because I don't do that stuff up here.
No.
No.
My daughter called that Krabby Patties.
She call it what?
She called it Krabby Patties.
Krabby
Patties. You cooking Krabby Patties?
Because somebody called me. They call me SpongeBob up here when I eat.
Why?
Why they call me SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Because I ate so much, I must have gained at least 10 pounds, man. And my bottom part started becoming square. I can't have this no more.
Oh,
ain't nothing like a beige square, huh?
Right.
Oh, man. Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Good times, man. But see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Having conversations like this, reminiscing, talking about things, thinking about food, thinking about going to get some now.
Especially that fried bread. That fried bread look like a honey bun.
Y'all talking about, see now y'all make me go downstairs and put on some grits. That's gonna be my dinner later on tonight. Now I got me see.
Ooh. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, there is some grits in the kitchen. I just haven't made. That's just my point. I just haven't made them. All the opportunities I've had to be able to have that as a child and didn't. And you think about, as you get older, you would have them all the time. It ain't the case.
Every Saturday and Sunday if I'm home, I'm cooking grits and eggs, liver pudding, bacon. Oh yeah, it's good. It's cooked.
Oh man, I would love to be at your house, man. Shit, I'll have energy.
Right.
And not to mention, y'all, the cereals that we wanted to have, the different types of cereals or whatever. Going back to the same. What was y'all favorite cereal?
I was King Vitamin.
I used to like Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
King Vitamin. King Vitamin and Kaboom. King Vitamin and Kaboom.
Them Dig 'em smacks, boy. But no, Dig 'em smacks.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about that real quick. I stopped eating Dig 'ems.
Cause it look like a roach.
I already know where I'm going with this, but I was like roaches. Projects. So a lot of our neighbors, they had some pets.
Oh Lord.
And they look just like the cereal, man. So needless to say, that became my least favorite when I started seeing. I said, "Well, is that a roach or is that?"
Oh, speaking of roach,
Wow.
speaking of roach, hey, did you heard about this? I forgot what company it was. They will say they will pay you $2,000 to.
Oh yeah,
You heard about that? Yeah,
Yeah.
$2,000 for you to keep roaches. They will bring the roaches in the house to try this new chemical they got.
What?
Yeah.
I'm taking them to a fake.
Yeah, would y'all do that?
I'm
No.
taking them to
No.
a fake house.
For 2,000, no.
Hey,
No,
Man.
no, that got no,
And,
that
and
got
y'all know how them roaches. Them roach
Yeah.
smart, man.
Man.
no. Mommy, that time that you gotta take them to the grandma house. This your house? Yeah, I stay here. That's your grandma house. You know what I'm saying? That's left for you. So go ahead and get that little cheap money. Say you gonna go.
I don't know,
Nah,
man. You gotta
come to
spend
my
like
house.
at least, I forgot what my lady is spending. I think she spends about $120 something every quarter or a month or something like that or whatever for one of her properties. And I'm just like, what? Nah, I mean, because you got to spend the money to get rid of them. Unless they're going to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. But $2,000, I don't know what person would. I say 15 to 20. Yeah, I'll go stay in a hotel because I'm not staying in here with them.
Yeah. Come on, too. Come on, too.
Now, Drew, just go ahead and hit them with a down payment price for a new house, and they can have it.
Somebody, yeah, let me get all my stuff out of here first, and you can give me that.
Yeah,
You can give me that money per month.
yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll take that money.
Just turn red.
I'll go buy a trailer.
I'm trying to tell you. Now, what fool gonna stay in there with them cockroaches? Not just regular roaches. They talking about them big dogs.
Cockroaches. Ooh.
Heck no.
And that's them dark black one, ain't it?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about them?
Oh no. Out
You
the
can
porch.
hear them just crawling across the floor.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Nah.
a minute.
You know them brown big roaches, they be having them bags on them, man. I be like,
Yeah.
oh man, you know they carry about 20 roaches at a time.
Y'all make
Wow.
crawl.
20
But
roaches at a time, man. I remember we was there's another story. Every Friday, my mom would sit up and she would bomb, the place where the apartment we stayed in, the luxury condominium projects. And she would get these cans. They would call decon, and she would set them, in each room, set them up, and then we put a rug under each door and everything else, cabinets, all that stuff, whatever. And we hurry up and we get out of there. And she set them, we're closing the room. So we would come back, we would go to the movies. We go like to the what do you call them? With the drive-in. Remember the drive-in? So we'll go and we'll come back afterwards or whatever the case. Be dark, turn on lights, roaches everywhere, man. It was like a game. So we made a game, like it was called Stump, and we had to see who was gonna stump the most roaches.
Lord, they had
Wow.
points.
And we would compare how many I stumped to
you wanna hear something funny. So I'm not gonna say my relative name, but he's in the country. So he's from New York, but he wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the house and I'm like, he was frying some pork chops. And so he had the pork chop flour or whatever. So the roach walked across the porch top like he was in the snow. And I said, bro, you ain't seen that? And he was like, oh, the grease gonna burn the germs. I said, oh no. Mm-mm. And then I was looking at a commercial. A KFC commercial. The doggone roach was in the commercial because it was in between the glass and the TV. So when I left out the trailer, I had to do the Harlem Shake when I got out of that.
He said the Harlem Shake.
Huh?
I said, you said the Harlem Shake.
I had to do the Harlem Shake coming out there, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why
so
it is though, but it's like you were scared to kind of like, you know, show people that you didn't want no roach in your damn clothes or whatever the case. So you were reluctant to showing them that you were gonna shake off, you know, your clothes for the sake of their feelings and shit. You know, I got older, man. I was like, shit, that ain't happening. You know, everything, man. Man, hey, I know another story, right? It's gonna trip you out. I'm inside of a customer's home. You know, I work for a cable company, right?
oh,
Yeah. It's one of those stories, man.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm on the now. Normally, you know, as a professional, you have to keep your composure. So I'm on, you know, the floor. I'm taking off the wall plate, and I mind you, I haven't seen nothing like this in a while, right? So the problem was she wasn't able to get internet service, and her TV wasn't working on that particular outlet. So I immediately go and grab my drill. Said I'll be right back. Got it, open it up, you know, screwing it off and everything else. And boom, nothing but roaches came out. I said, oh shit. I said, oh. I said, excuse me, I apologize, you know, and it didn't phase her not once. The fact that her cursing, it was, you know, that was one thing. But, you know, the whole thing about her, just her reaction, she was still calm and cool and collected. Like, it wasn't no big deal, man. I was
Wow.
like,
Oh
hey,
wow.
I was like, wow.
like there was neighbors.
It shocked the hell out of me, man. I'm sitting up there trying to make sure. I said, and I stopped for a little bit, and then I looked up at her and saw how composed she still was. She just still standing there, and she had clothes all over the other. I'm just like looking at her. I said, "You got any Raid?"
Raid?
Because I tried to get myself back, you know, and this is a true story, right? I said, you have any Raid? Because I couldn't think of, you know, the word to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she said, she's like, no, let me go and see. I knew she ain't had nothing. Because all that shit would have existed if she did, right? And she came back, she says, no, I don't have any, I said, I'll be right back. You know, I'll go into my truck. We normally carry stuff like wasp spray and stuff like that. I ain't had none of that stuff in my truck. Just so happened, right? I come back there. I said, well, ma'am, here's what we're gonna do. I said, because this is considered one of these haphazard conditions. I'm afraid we're gonna have to reschedule till an appointed time where we can, you know, rectify the situation. I try to put all the words and shit in there. I'm like, man, I got to hurry and get the fuck up out of here.
Now see, that's an occupational hazard for you.
It is, and we're not required to service them if they get to that point. Man, I mean, even having a cup. There's other customers, man, I kid you not, had a toilet on the first level. Lady gonna have nerve tell me, I don't go in the basement. I'm like, I said, okay. I said, where is your connections? She said, Oh, last guy went downstairs. I said, so you want me to go down there? And she said, well, that's what you got to do. You know, like that. I'm like, I said, you got any light? He said, yeah, it's on that wall. I don't know. I ain't been down there in a minute. I
Oh,
said, I said, okay. And
you
so
ain't make
I
them out
go,
of there. Don't go down there. Been down there.
exactly. But they give us tools, right? So we're equipped to be able to handle, situations. So what did I do? I go and get my little light hat or whatever the case. I get my little tool vest and stuff like that or whatever. Looking around, and you never know,
Mhm.
I don't know. I looked around. Now the staircase that you're going down in carousels, and it goes all the way around. It's
Okay.
unique, right? And then as I'm coming down to the stairs, I see water all over the floor. Then I go and I start looking to the right. I start to see feces. And I'm scared at that point,
Oh,
So as I'm starting to see feces, and then I look up at the wall, the walls got water. Then I look right underneath it, I can see the toilet.
Fuck
I
that.
said, I said, I went right back upstairs, and I understood the reason why she don't go down there, right?
Like a place don't have this stinks.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
said,
get
ma'am,
this?
I said, I'll be right back. I went on here and called my supervisor, put it in as a hazard condition, flagged it to the job, left, and went on. They called her. I didn't.
You should have gone to the health department after that one, bro, because you
Yeah.
shot for something after
You're
you
supposed to, the supervisors are supposed to escalate that. So whatever, I just didn't want, I wasn't going to be there, put it like that. So I let them know what happened. They flagged the job, they canceled the appointment, and I left. And I got out of there and I ran.
You over there swimming with brown logs and stuff like that.
Oh,
They
That
ain't
was
even
gross, man. It was gross. You hear me? Man, I'm gonna tell you this one last time. Now, I promise that's it for the gross stuff, right?
yes.
And I'm in the customer's house. I'm getting ready to. She said, "Well, I like to have an outlet in here, in the living room." I said, "All right." I said, "That seems simple enough." I said, "You have a basement?" She said, "Yeah, but there's another outlet inside the other room, in the bedroom. But my I don't know." She said her daughter or something or whatever is asleep. I said, "Well, I'm gonna need to access that if you want to extend that outlet to the other room." She said, "No problem. I'll go ahead and I'll wake her up, And she woke her up. I went in there and I'm looking around. I'm seeing that the outlet's on one side. She sleep on a mattress, which is on the floor, not on the bed frame. It's on the floor. So I gotta go from one wall to the next in order to have an outlet installed. So I'm not gonna step on the mattress because it's on the floor, right? So I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna need this to have to move this mattress on out the way." And she said, "Oh, no problem," or whatever the case. I'll go ahead, I said, "If you can just go ahead and get the other side." I said, "Oh, no problem." So I'm picking the mattress up, moving. I'm like, "Oh," I said, "You got a dead mouse underneath your mattress?"
Oh man.
And she says, "Huh? What?" I'm like, I said, "You got a dead mouse underneath your mattress."
Oh.
He said, "Oh." I said, "Shit."
Lord have
Man,
mercy.
everybody walked so quick to the truck. She said, sir, I'll move the mattress." I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm just out in the truck for a little bit." I had to get my composure, man. I was like, "Damn, this is the best." I was like, "Why me? Why?"
Was you in a bad neighborhood or something with all this stuff? What is going on?
I ran that outlet so quick because I just don't want to be in the way, man. Hey, y'all want to live like that? And sometimes the cable be the best damn thing on the house.
Yeah,
the best
I
thing
know.
on earth.
Trust me. I
You
know.
know, holding,
Trust me.
holding the damn house up. You know, be the best thing. I'm on the ladder up here. I'm stringing, drops and shit to a broke, down home. I hate to say that. Everybody's entitled, but you're gonna bring a cable guy or any technician to your house. On least you could do is have it,
Looking a little decent.
decent looking. Don't
Yeah.
have me come out there and I gotta walk through on top. I had to walk on top of clothes at one point because sometimes you just try to just step over things or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff going down, especially in the basement. But I had no other course other than to step on the clothes because the customer refused to move all of the stuff out of the way.
Oh, see, I would
Even after
see.
you asked them, like, can you move the clothes? Oh yeah, they just tap it. Like it's supposed to move all the damn clothes out the way. It's tapping. And I'm like,
See, you good.
And
I
touch.
would see you good. I
You
told him in a minute. We gonna have to reschedule because I haven't been stepping on nothing.
don't
man,
have
What company
they
work
don't
for?
it was Time Warner during that time. It's Spectrum now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
my cousin worked for Spectrum. He been there 40 years. About to retire.
Good for him, man. I'm thinking about retiring now. 10 years, I think 10 years into a company like that should be worthy of retirement. Because you don't
Yeah.
houses, man. You don't know who you coming across. You gotta have that mindset. And psychologically, you don't know who the hell you coming across. You could be coming across mass murderers and shit like that or whatever.
Right.
It
Yeah.
could be any kind of person you coming across, man. It just one day you snap. And remember, like back in the day when it was Time Warner, though, they had us going to non-paid. So that means we would have to go to the customer's home, collect money. And if if it wasn't satisfactory, we had to disconnect them. And that would cause a lot of conflict between the technician and the customer. And
Wow.
hey, they would have paid you a whole lot more than just the money they were paying. Not that money, it matters when it comes to your life. Because you see what I'm saying? It's just like for situations to be put in situations like that, you just never know. And I remember they had a rating about the most dangerous jobs to ever be in it. And cable guy was one of the top ones, even more so than cops.
Huh.
So
Listen,
that's
that's
quick
the
question.
funniest movie, The Cable Guy.
Yeah. So Uncle, quick question. So you prefer the filters that y'all used to use back in the days, like the HBO, the Showtime, the Cinemax filters, or you like the new system?
I say that again. Do I prefer the filters versus what again?
The new system now that you use.
Oh, well, I like the streaming. I like the way in which we're able to stream our content and the whatever form it's in, whether it's in high definition 780, 1080, or 4K resolution from a streaming app or whatever. Those are the biggest, highest quality type, ratings that we've ever had. Back in the day when we had those analog boxes, everybody was in acceptance of the graininess in the picture and stuff like that. Remember that? Everybody was in acceptance of Channel 3 because they knew it was fucked up, but they accepted it. But they, you came out anyway because they said it was grainy. It was like, oh, that happens anyway. Oh, okay, well, have a nice day. Okay, cool. But now people get so they're so used to that high definition gloss, they'll look at it and say, well, hey, that picture don't look too right. Like, what? If you would have been back in the day, you seen a whole lot worse. I'm sorry, I'm just going into it. But what was your next question? I'm sorry.
No, I said now I was going to explain for those who don't know what I never seen a filter that the cable guys used to use. The filter looked like we call CS valve, like you use for a pellet gun. It was silver. I had about 10 of them connected together under the house. I had all the channels.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But now, only thing they do now, they trap all of the signal to a basic channel, and they seize all of the channels on one QAM or single QAMs to lock out every other channel unless you have a box. So unless you have a box, you can't even have a picture.
Nope.
You know, it has to either go through one or two things. It has to go on your streaming app, which authorizes it through your modem on your router or your router, or it's gotta have a box. You gotta have a box to be able to decode the signal that's coming from the pole. So not a lot of times now, if you notice, you don't have to disconnect at the pole. Technicians are not coming out to disconnect you from the pole anymore because they don't have to. They can leave you connected. You just won't get no signal inside of the house because ain't no signal. It's signal coming through, but it ain't decoded. So unless you have a box or some sort of internet service or whatever the case to decode it, it ain't.
Yeah, because I know back in the day when I was a kid, if the box was messing up, I run that joker straight to the VCR and get channels.
Yeah, I remember that those days.
Believe you me, I found a way to watch TV. I gotta see at night because I sure couldn't go outside. And back then our parents didn't play that. You hanging out all night. Yeah, you go ahead and you be skinned.
What's cool now, man, is that on these TCL Roku TVs and Light TVs, and those TVs have an antenna built in, an internal antenna that's built into them where you can actually watch all your locals, man.
Okay.
And remember, you used to have to buy the separate antenna to put on the TVs in order to kind of get some of the air, broad, channels or whatever. You don't have to do these. You could just get you one of those TCL Roku and go to the antenna input, and there you go. Bam.
Or just get you an Android box and jailbreak it.
That too. That's another way of doing it, but you have to have internet service. This way, you don't have it. You don't even have to have internet service, man.
Well, yeah. But how many channels?
You get a lot of channels. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, clear, and it's clear.
Listen, I'm so used to us having like 3 and 4 channels. It's not like in the biggest cities. We had ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, and PBS. That was all we had. Monkey, would you sit down somewhere?
And what time?
And then we were watching Happy Rain, and they watching Popeye. We watching Land of the Lost. We watching Wonder Twin Super Friends. I watched Super Friends the other day. This song was like 30 minutes long. I like, God damn, this thing was short. Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Great Bait. That was 69, Great Bait.
No, you remember when TV used to cut off at 2:00?
Man, listen. That's stuff.
Who's the national anthem came on Is the Rap.
Man, listen. When we got to the point we had cable, I mean, I could stay up till 3 and 4 in the morning and still have something to watch. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. You know what company has a great a great TV? I've always said this, but they used to be so much more money and stuff, but now they're pretty efficient. Samsung. They've always had the best service. They even send their technicians out for free. They will upgrade the firmware on the Samsung TVs. And check this out. It automatically comes with Samsung Plus. So if you ever notice, like even your phones, if you have a Samsung phone, Android phone, it has like this icon called Samsung Plus.
Yeah.
TV Plus. You click on that, you have unlimited, like, I ain't gonna say unlimited channels, but you got at least about 100 channels or more, on that list. And as long as you got the phone, you can have that. As long as you got a TV, you'll have that Samsung Plus. You'll be able to look at.
You sound like the spokesman for Samsung.
It will be, right?
What side you got on Samsung?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show you, Kwame.
Oh Lord.
This is truly a man cave, man. And you're gonna love it just because, just because. I'm gonna take y'all down here, man.
I ain't got my man cave yet, but you talking about the Sony. I mean, not just Sony.
Compliments of my lady here, man. She allowed me to go ahead and put it all together. Me and a couple of guys, I've been working on this thing for months, but I'm gonna show y'all.
Going in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement.
Any water?
I know. Bam. Hold on. Let me do this right, y'all. Let me see. Bam.
Good.
Okay.
Dang.
Wow.
That's what I got down here is the man cave. I put orange down here, like a little burnt orange. Got the little seat recliners
Okay.
over here. And bam, you got a TV.
What size that TV is?
75.
Oh,
Wow.
You got 75. Man, you doing good.
All right.
I got that. That's gotta have it there. Then back here, it's got some other stuff going on. I haven't finished that. I did the drywall and stuff. I just never finished doing all the rest of the work in here. So that's gonna be like maybe of course you gotta have a bathroom. When you get a little, you don't want to go all the way upstairs.
Where you
Bottle.
Hey, I ain't got a man cave yet. I'm still working on it. So you said 75.
Yeah, that's a 75, and it was on sale too.
That's my 80. That's my 86 right there. Sony. You see how it is?
Hold on. Let me see.
Hold on.
Nice.
Dang.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That TV taller than me.
Man,
Hey, I started to get an 85, man, too.
you should have got it. The 86. You should have get it. That's a Sony, and the same thing. How you said it hooked up with your Samsung. It's the same thing with Sony, Vizio, and the app and everything on your phone. Everything looked like 3D.
Yes. I was scared about going the Sony route. I've just been dealing with them on another level with customers and stuff like that. So I said, well, and then the price for it is more than the actual Samsung, believe it or not. So I was more prone. I said, well, I'll go ahead. I'll go with what I know with the Samsung and see what happens from there. But this is what you got here on the Samsung part. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This here. If I can go to it. See what I was talking about with that.
I see you a little Steeler fan with that little football field.
Yeah.
Look like one of them electric football. You plug it up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Packers. Packers and what's the other team? Go on the other side. We see Packers. What's the other team? It looked like Steelers though.
And then too up here, you see what I did with the lighting. I did the recessive lights down there. I should have did more, but I was thinking, I said, I don't want it really
light in here, I wanted to give it a sense of
Get those script on.
huh?
Get those LCD scripts and put them around the TV on the backside and have that glowing. And then on like either you can do it on the floor portion on the baseboard, or you can put it on the top. You can turn the main lights off and you have the lights at the bottom. It's like a sensor. When you walk in, it cuts on. You know, it's a motion sensor, and you can turn it on the sensitivity. That's what I'm gonna do with mine.
You got that on yours?
No, I said that's what I'm gonna do with mine. No, we're in a condo. We ain't got no house yet, so we're in the process. But that's yeah.
Life right. He's giving you advice. You better take it.
You said what? 6'8"?
He's giving you advice. You better take it. You got a whole man cave. Ain't nobody got no man cave.
Right. Right.
Hey,
I got a man cubby. I don't have a whole cave. I got a cubby, but I'm happy just to have that.
Hey, that's all right. You build on that. That's all. You just build on that.
I don't need much space, because if it's going to be just me, if any extra space, other people might want to come in. Nah.
Okay, you already know.
That's what.
Hey, Flex. Hey, Flex. Me. Hey, Flex. Me and my old lady had a little discussion, man.
That's why I got these fresh doors, so that when I want to just have my time, there you go.
Oh, piss off. You go in your room, huh?
What were you saying, Kwame?
Huh?
Were you saying you and old lady did what? You were saying?
I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, Lord.
That's quick. It was 2 minutes ago.
Man, we got Popeye chicken. That's on my mind right now.
You ain't gonna go over there. No.
I gotta go, fellas. I'm sorry, but I do have to. Speaking of chicken, y'all just reminded me. I gotta go and get some oil.
Y'all on the food tip tonight, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, what's called got their anniversary, right? Popeye chicken. If you go online, orders like 59 cents a chicken.
What? For how long?
What?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know the line was packed tonight. There's probably still going on.
Did you know about a 59-cent chicken Popeyes discount?
That just running through the house.
Ain't nothing like grits and chicken tonight, huh?
That's it.
Don't start.
You where monkey at?
All right, y'all. Y'all have a nice one, man. I'm gonna be out here.
All right. Talk
All
to y'all.
right. Salute.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Where monkey at?
Right here, aggravating me.
Oh Lord, you got your kitty cat. Oh my goodness.
He just wants some attention. Look at it. Oh,
Oh boy.
You see the cat?
See the cat? Come get the cat. Aggravating me.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Look, this
You
all.
let me. You just got that one. You just got that one cat.
That's it. That I don't need another one. This one is more than enough.
Oh, you don't.
See that there?
Is that a boy cat or a girl cat?
That's
no.
That's Tiger.
Another kitty. Oh no, another kitty.
They related?
That's Tiger. That's Monkey Big Brother.
Oh.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah.
We got a cat. How old Tiger is?
Tiger has got to be about 2
in
years old.
July. In July.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And Monkey just turned 1 earlier this year, like March.
Oh, wow.
And listen, Tiger 2 in July. And when it snowed, I forgot when it snowed. We had a snowstorm up here. That was the first time Tiger ever touched the ground. Stay in the house. I mean, he go to the doctor and stuff like that, to the vet. But other than that, then Tiger was be on a diet. I'll tell you what, how many pounds Tiger was? 13 pounds. He overweight.
Wow.
All he want to do is eat and lay on the ground. Fat hind.
Yeah, and the thing about it, no lie. Whatever, if you go in the room and shut the door, and you open the door, Tiger in the doorway laid out.
Hey, the funniest story to me still is when Janine was looking for him and he was laid out on the dang on stovetop.
Oh, kitty.
He won't do that no more. He
Yo,
won't do that no more. Yeah. Shoot, I saw him in the clothes basket. Because on top of my white clothes. I said, oh no, sir. I had to rewash that, but I'm playing them games.
Oh, he wildin'. You need to talk about this. I can't do this. Hell no.
hey, they wanted some spice in their life, so they said, we need a cat. I said, I got a cat. And Janine said, well, don't get him.
Yeah, I think about it. If I yell at him, there's a problem. But if she yell at me, no problem.
Hey.
You must have been told.
There ain't nobody know what's going on there.
No, Kwame must have yelled at him and give him that Ike Turner look. Like, look, hey, all right.
Yes, when Tiger was a kitten, his mama, did she have him in the house? Yeah, his mama would come in the house and then she went in the closet and had the kitten. And I was like, oh boy. So then she tried to take the kitten out. I was like, nope, I'm gonna go. No. She had the kitten in the flower pot. That's where Tiger was born, in the flower pot. And we brought him in the house and she nursed him in the house and all that. So he never really got to experience outside. Even when his mama tried to take him outside, I kicked her out and kept him in. So he would be up at 2:00 in the morning, biting on toes and crawling across my face. And at first he used to hiss at me all the time, and I'd smack him. Be like, you don't hiss at me. I'm making sure you all right. So, but he's definitely a people's type of cat. He loves the human interaction.
See, I can't hang around cats. I'm allergic to them. If I hang around a cat, my eyes gonna get shut off.
Yeah, my sister did. My sister the same way.
Which one?
Tiffany, because she came up here and she didn't take a Benadryl, and they had to go to Russia and give her some Benadryl.
No, I can't. I can't hang around a cat. No.
Yeah, I wanted another male cat. I just don't want any female cats around here because then it'll go from 2 to 8.
No. Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
2 is enough.
No, Kwame, let's look at it and give him his props. He done finally caught up with his gray beard. Look at his beard. He finally caught up.
Who you talking about?
His gray beard. Yeah, he finally caught up. He finally caught up, man. Drew, I ain't gonna lie to you. You looking at Malcolm X.
And I'm ready to cut this part. I'm ready to cut this part down. I think I'm just trim this part right here. this high part. I'm really ready to cut it off, but I'm gonna keep it. I said I'm gonna grow it for a minute, so I'm still not used to it.
Carmen got the perfect. He got the perfect bit. Him, Ed, and the goddamn Hooch. They're the only three that got the perfect one.
Yeah.
It's all.
Oh, and my cousin Antoine, the one you said that was trying to catch Ed.
Oh yeah.
And dang on Antoine.
Well, listen, I'm gonna sign off tonight, guys. I'm getting a little tired, but I just want to wish you guys a happy Father's Day and be safe this weekend and have fun. I'll see you guys next week.
I know you ain't a weekend, so you make sure you have fun and be safe while you out there.
I sure will.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one.
Salute.
All right.
Y'all seen what y'all think about the game last night?
There was nothing to think about. They already knew. We already knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. I said 6, and that's what it went.
Man, when that little light skinned motherfucker hit that damn shot, I said, "Oh, it's home."
And here's the thing, though, Boston had their chances. Before Boston even went on that run to get back in the game, they could have been a lot closer, but they were taking stupid shots and not taking care of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to within 10. They were down by 20 and cut it down to 10. But they could have been up if they wasn't turning the ball over and taking dumb shots.
They wasn't letting the game come to them. They was forcing it.
Exactly. You said it. You said it.
They was forcing it, from just the easy. If they stick to the script and take the easy shots, instead of these trying to do these acrobatic circus shots and all that stuff, you trying to do ISO 1-on-1 and all that.
Right. Mm-hmm. Run the offense.
And they forgot the fundamental basketball.
Yeah, and they had time. They were rushing. It was the third quarter. It wasn't like it was 5 minutes left in the game. It was the third quarter.
Bright lights, bro.
And they'd have had Golden State on the ropes at least for that game.
But the only person that showed up for Boston was Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Tatum didn't show up. How you score 11 points? How you score 11 points in the game? The second half, you only scored 2 points.
Tatum putting too much pressure on him. Too much pressure on himself.
Yeah.
Man, he let that Kobe shit go. Like, boy, you're not Kobe. Be you.
That's it. Did you hear what?
They also said that Boston need to consider this. They need to trade Smart for Chris Paul, so Chris Paul could control the offense and make Tatum and Jadam do their thing, because Smart, he played defense, but he averages too much turnovers.
Yeah, Chris Paul. They ain't gonna let Chris Paul come to Boston. Danny Ainge and the guys do not, because Chris Paul. They're not gonna do that.
Oh, Drew,
Chris Paul speaking.
That would actually be a fit. But yeah, as far as it actually happening, I don't see it. But that would be a great fit.
That would be a good fit, because Phoenix is young, get Smart. All right, cool. Boston, okay, you get a vet that's a pure point guard and let Jadam and Tatum do their thing. So I mean, because Smart, he good, but he's not no point guard. He's a guard. He's not no pure point guard.
He's a combo guard, right?
They don't need no combo guard. They need a pure point guard.
Yeah, they got rid of all their point guards. I don't understand. They had like 6 of them, and now they have.
Man, go ahead, Flex.
Did you hear what Stephen A. Smith said to take Wilt off the Mount Rushmore and put on Steph Curry?
Oh, he's tripping. The only thing, well, he's smoking that fentanyl. I agree. I agree with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp says I will put Steph Curry in the top 10, but I don't know who would you take off. But when it comes to guards, he's in the top 5. Point guards, he's up there. But like, yeah, Mount Rushmore, no, he ain't there. He top 20 though.
I wouldn't put him in the top 5 in point guards. I put him in the top 3 in shooters, but see, I think too many people they look at his ability to shoot and forget all the other aspects of a true point guard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? As Shannon, not Shannon, but somebody I was watching today, they said, "Oh, you know, Curry's the best." He said, "Where you going to put him on the, in that top 10? Who you going to take out? Because everybody else in that top 10 holds their own on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. He's not going to do that." Now, like I said,
your boy, Skip Bayless, he's smoking on. He said Steph Curry is not even in his top 20.
Top 20 in what? All
time guards. He said Steph Curry is not a top 20 guard. I'm looking at him like, man, Shannon Sharp wanted to walk off the field. He said guard or player. He said both. I said, man, this man tripping.
Now I can see as in player. I can see that.
Yeah, but guard, we talking about guard.
Let me see. Are there 20 guards I would take? I can see that. I can see that. If it depends on how you're looking at it. Now, not everybody, lots of people are looking at him. Oh, he got the finals MVP, yada, yada, yada. And that's all they're going to look at. But they're not going to look at is, didn't they win a game without him?
But he won 2 rings.
Didn't they win those games without him?
Who?
Didn't he sit out
this year? Who? You talking about this year?
Yeah. Didn't he miss one game?
No, he didn't miss no games.
Oh, this is the 1 year he didn't miss any games? I know I missed a couple. Now, when Steph Curry was just the true leader of the team and he didn't have all these other pieces, what did the team do?
Hold on. Which year?
I know for one that year that the Lakers won that bubble year.
Klay Thompson did not play that year in Steph.
Okay. Listen to what I said, Josh. I said when he didn't have all those other weapons around him, where did he lead his team?
That was just 1 year though.
That's okay, and that's the only example that you have of him not needing a whole array in order to win.
But the thing is, the only thing I give him credit though, you got to hold this weight. And I know how you is about old school. Him getting drafted by the team and he winning the ring and he don't go to another team to win the ring, hold weight. You do value. Yeah.
Dad, what I'm saying is when you have a player like that people want to consider the best of all time, at some point in that player's career, I want to see what they do when they don't have a full complement of a good team and see how they can carry that team. Wilt didn't have a great team, and as much as they say he didn't win, he sure went to the finals, 6 times?
Yeah. How you feel about the pause on that? How you feel about Kyrie reconnecting with LeBron in LA?
But I don't trust it. I don't even trust him. It's like, man, it's like this. If he's gonna sign a contract saying that he's gonna show up and play his minutes, 65 games, then I'm gonna give that man his money. But if you really think about it, in the last 4 years, this man only played 72 games. add that up. It's always something with him.
Well, I mean, now with the COVID situation, I mean, I could feel him with that, and then he been hurt too.
Yeah,
He's that's the
the
thing.
only.
He's
That's the
always
only thing.
Shoot, look at doggone whatchamacallit. He always hurt. Davis,
No.
he drink milk.
him too. I put them in the same boat. Both of them
Dude.
always hurt.
Dude,
But-
you remember when Tommy said that he got to take time off for personal reasons, and this nigga was at a birthday party for his sister.
Well, that's a personal reason. That's his sister.
Exactly.
No. Not, no, I mean,
That's
come
family.
on.
That's family.
That's family, man. F them people.
There you go.
And then he gonna tell people, he said, man, y'all don't need to play in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. Stuff like that. How you gonna tell somebody else not to earn their money? No, you do you. I'm about to earn my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to turn out no $15 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead in the bubble, make my money, and come home. No, he's wrong with that. It's like it's just always. So think about it. When he left LeBron James and went to Boston, and them boys won without him, and he was hurt.
Now with Kyrie, it goes right back to what I was saying about Curry. As good as Kyrie is, when he was the main man without a good supporting cast, where'd they go? The only team Cleveland beat was the Knicks. That's the only team they could beat. They were losing everybody else. Kyrie's not a team.
The team look good on paper.
Right, but if you give him a full complement around him, he's gonna do okay. But he can't be 1A. He can't be Batman. He got to be Robin. Him is Batman.
You don't even want to be Robin.
No. Back then he didn't want to be Robin. Now he do, because like you said, when he went to Boston, and you finally see what LeBron was whispering in his ear, as far as hey,
Exactly.
team player.
Exactly.
Now the person that got to win a ring now is Kevin Durant, because now they're looking at him and say, okay, Steph and the crew.
He got what? He got 2 rings, right?
He got 2 rings, but it's
Okay.
like this: Steph and the crew won a ring before you got there. Steph and the same crew got a ring after you got there. They didn't change the main core. They did not change nothing. They just added somebody. So if you really think about it, say, okay, KD, you got to win a ring, because I mean, if you look at the Golden State roster, the only thing changed is Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is Kevin Durant. Think about it.
Get Poole.
Yeah.
They drafted. You can't count drafted people.
Okay.
I know LeBron kicking himself in the behind for letting telling to get rid of Wiggins too.
Yeah. Think about it. When LeBron came back to Cleveland, he's talking about, nah, Wiggins got to go. I want Kevin Love. So Wiggins been, you know what I'm saying? They've been disrespecting Wiggins for a long time. They said, oh, trade Nick Young for Wiggins. They said, Wiggins ain't going to do nothing. Okay, Wiggins, guess what? Wiggins can play defense. And Wiggins said, you know what? I play defense and I play offense.
I didn't even know Wiggins' dad played in the NBA. He played with the Rockets.
Yeah.
Mitchell Wiggins?
Yeah.
I remember Mitchell. He played for somebody else too, didn't he? Didn't he play for Minnesota? I think he played for a couple of different.
All I know, he played for the Rockets, and that man was 6'5". And you look at him, you're like, yeah, that is his daddy. He said, God damn, his son's big.
Yeah. Now back to the Kevin Durant thing. They say I see the people talking about, oh well, they didn't need him, so his ring doesn't count because they won without him. But there's one major factor that nobody's mentioning: the fact that when they won with him, he wound up being MVP. So evidently, something that he did was major.
But Drew, let me ask you this: would you
Not everybody going to dog LeBron like that in the finals. Going to shoot over him.
The only thing I can give LeBron is that he never joined a team that whooped his ass. Think about it. Kevin Durant could have went to any other team. He could have went to the Hawks. He could have went to Brooklyn. He could have went to Boston. He could have went to any other team. He went to Golden State.
But hold up. But he did recruit Ray Allen, who was on the team that beat the brakes off of him.
Who? Ray.
Huh? It was Boston that ran him from Cleveland.
Well, you talking about LeBron or Durant?
LeBron. It was Boston that ran him from Cleveland, and he was hitting them same guys from Boston while in Miami.
No, I get you.
And he had no help.
But that though.
But Curry, Klay Thompson was young bucks. You talk about Ray Allen. He was not no young buck.
Yeah, but would LeBron have had his first ring without that non-young buck?
No. Don't get me wrong now. No, don't get me wrong now. But let me ask you this: Has the Miami Heat whooped LeBron ass before he joined them?
Probably did. Didn't Dwayne Wade have that team? Dwayne Wade and Shaq had that team winning the championship before LeBron got there.
Yeah.
But so more likely they were beating Cleveland. But of course the media ain't gonna show you that. You think they was beating everybody else and losing to Cleveland and able to win a championship? Come on, man.
But I'm basing this off your old school comment. You feel that Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever. Am I right?
Nope. I never said that. That's Gianni said that. I said Wilt, but go ahead.
Okay, but you old school, right?
Yep.
You're not going to join no team that whoop your ass, right?
Hey,
nah.
If it's about money and legacy, yeah, I'm going. If I can go someplace, I ain't got to do all the work no more. Yeah, I go sit back and then reevaluate myself and see what I'm doing wrong.
But if you really think about it, when LeBron was a free agent and Kevin Durant was a free agent, LeBron had only 3 teams he could go to: Miami, the Knicks, and the Bulls. Kevin Durant had 10 teams he could go to.
Whoever go to the Knicks, I give them the utmost respect.
Oh yeah, because
you gotta deal with so much distraction.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm mad about the Knicks, they should have never got Carmelo Anthony because they had a great team. They blew that team up for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks worried too much about popularity and more than chemistry. And that's their problem for years. They want big free agents and they don't think about how does that fit with what they're trying to do.
They're trying to follow the old Dr. Jerry Buss blueprint how they did the Lakers. That's all it is.
You can't do it.
And
when they mess up, Drew, man, when they disrespect Oak, when Oak had to choke out the security guard. That right?
Man, I don't know why they messing with Oak, man. That's what I'm saying. Here's another thing where another place where they messed up when they didn't offer Ewing the coaching job. You got to at least at least give that man a shot, even if you only give him a year shot, a year and a half or whatever. You got to give that man a shot for all that he gave to that organization. That man gave his body, his knees were shot, and he was still giving you everything that he had.
Oh yeah, his knees was, Lord have mercy. When he missed that layup and he had to come for the free throw, he was done. Because I thought he had layup.
Old monkey man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. If his knees had held up better, if he didn't have knee problems,
There'd
y'all,
be trouble in the camp.
it'd have been trouble in the camp. I'm telling you right now, when that joker used to come down on the break and step on that free throw line on the break and start leaning, you just clear the lane, get out the way, make your business decision and get out the way, because he about to power it down.
I think he put too much in college. I think he put too much in college. That's just me. Cause think about it, when he Georgetown, they put everything on him. Everything was on his back.
And they mold him to be that one.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the only one they did that to in college, because back then it was a big man's game. There's a game. So if you was the big man and you were the star, you were going
to clean the paint.
You're gonna clean.
You're gonna eat. Clear the glass.
You're gonna do it all down there. And you was Thompson too. Come on, man. John Thompson had him, Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe, Othello Harrington. He was spitting out big men.
But John Thompson was that coach that nobody was going to talk back to, because he swing on people.
Nah, he just had that respect.
You're right.
Definitely had that respect.
When he was able to correct Allen Iverson, that's when people say you should not, because Allen Iverson's mom begged him to take him. And then when he was able to correct Allen Iverson, Allen Iverson said that his first 2 weeks, it was, he had smoked some weed, and the coach know he smoked weed, and he coach Jim Harris said, you want your mama to go to jail, you want your mama to live in the shack, and he straightened out his life and stuff like that. So I mean, John Thompson, trust and believe, he was like that. I know he's not the first, but I think he was close. It's a bunch of black coaches that was like life coaches. They help you out. They know. Matter of fact, what was that coach name? That coach that basketball team back in the 30s on the Harlem Ring? McClenny? McClenny?
What? Harlem Ring. Who?
McClenny.
McClenny or McGlinchey or something like that.
Matter of fact, he took, the Harlem Rams had played Duke in a secret game. It was on that movie on Black Magic. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't name though.
But yeah, I'm saying, like, he was one of those coaches that, they looked out for black people, the black players and stuff like that. It's rare coaches that did that. Him. The only white coach I can think about is the coach from the Las Vegas college team, the Ronald Regals, Sharp. What was his name? The white dude. When they blow Duke out by 40.
You talking about UNLV?
Tarkinson?
Yeah, Tark the Shark.
Yeah. He looked out for his players.
Them boys was something else. Them running rebels was something else. Greg Anthony, Stacey Augmon.
Yo, man, that was yo. Everybody else said, man, y'all need to remember them boys. And them boys, that first year, they were blowing people out.
Yeah, man. That was a nice squad, boy. Dang, they had a nice squad.
The other team had a nice squad with Hank Williams. Was Hank Williams?
Hank Gathers.
Yeah, Hank Gathers. Yeah, him. Yeah. Oh, they had that running gun system.
That Loyola Marymount. That's who that was. Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball.
Yeah, you ever wonder about the running gun? So yeah, it's good and it's bad.
Yeah, but them boys was putting up over 100 points a game in college.
I know.
Hank
That's why
Gallup catching the rebound and going on the other end and scoring.
it's a bunch of teams that a lot of people don't know about that really was the truth in college that was not big time.
Yeah, Loyola wasn't. Yeah, Loyola. There are actually two Loyolas. There's one in California and one, I think, in Illinois. But that's the one I think in Cali. I can't remember which one, but from what I remember, they had that hockey shift like Dallas had that year that they won, where their starters come out and the backups come in, the full five come in, and they run your tongue out too.
And no, I got something for you, Drew. A lot of people don't even know the greatest dunker ever. The top 5 greatest dunker ever in college came from the D2 school in South Carolina.
It was an NAIA school back then.
Yeah, you already know man. That man was pumping his shoes up. That man tore his in both knees.
He just retired from the Globetrotter a few years ago.
Oh yeah. I was like, hold up, this is in a put. I remember you told me about it. I looked at myself. Hold up.
Something his baby mom was the other day. I think they have a son. His son looked like him. Let me see if she has any pictures. She should have one on here somewhere.
Well, I think he was like, what, 6'8"? 6'8",
Yep.
6'9"?
He was 6'8". Yeah,
I done seen a bunch of college slam dunk contests, and it's always somebody, you know what I'm saying, from a smaller school that got more hops. But I think him from Benedict, it was like, man, this man is hopping.
That's his son right there.
Oh yeah, he looked just like Chris. Look
yep.
Chris.
Yep, look just like his daddy.
His daddy dark skin, but he looked just like him.
Shoot.
But trust and believe, we like it's a bunch of good people that come from the state of South Carolina.
Yeah. South Carolina has always had talent. My cousin Danny and I, we say this all the time. The only thing that's wrong, the main thing that's wrong with it is that the majority of our talent goes elsewhere. If we could keep our talent in state, I mean, if you go back through the years, you have like what's the man named Stephen Davis that went to Auburn. You have them boys that play for Georgia Tech, like Des White, and what's the quarterback named Joe Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? You had Raymond Felton. You had who else? I mean, there's so many players.
He had a Major League Baseball player that was a good pro, but he just could not stay off the drugs. You remember a dude named, I think his name was Josh Hamilton, white boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just couldn't. Yeah, he was on them drugs. He just couldn't take it. He played for the Texas. Yeah.
Also for Pittsburgh, Lawrence Timmons. Lawrence Timmons, he went to Florida State, and that boy Durant, they played for the Cowboys, that played linebacker. They played on the same high school team.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Pittsburgh Steelers, old boy from South Carolina State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Philly now, but yeah. But I'm talking about players that didn't play college ball in South Carolina. You know, you had Xavier McDaniel, Tyrone Corbin. Both of them I think they were high school teammates.
They
went to Florida.
The coach from Calhoun County, Zam Frederick, the coach. He's the all-time leading scorer at USC.
Yeah. Dang. I mean, there's so much talent. I mean, that can't even think of all the talent from what's my man name? Well, he wasn't really that good, but he was okay. Played quarterback for Penn State. Wally. Dang, what's his last name? Wally something. But he played QB for Penn State. He was pretty decent.
Yeah, we got a Hall of Famer from something, South Carolina. Damn, what's the boy name in the basketball? His name. He's light skinned. Damn. I can't call his name out right now, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of talent. If we could find a way, if we could build a couple programs where it could be either or, like let's say Clemson is still doing okay. If South Carolina were to build, USC were to build their program to where it would be challenging for the SEC title, maybe not the national championship, but year to year, challenging for the SEC title, being in the SEC title game, that would boost recruiting and make it where the state, we could keep a lot of our talent in state.
The only difference is
we haven't had a decent coach since Joe Morrison.
Yeah.
How long that's been? I'm talking about Sterling Sharp's college coach. That's how long it's been since the University of South Carolina's had a good coach.
But
Sterling Sharp, Robert Brooks, Harold Green.
The only thing is with that, Drew, is just that everybody know the history of South Carolina, the state of South Carolina. Everybody know it's like if you go to if I put it like this, if you go to USC, unless you're playing baseball or any other sport other than basketball and football, you fine. You go to Clemson, you play football, yeah, you want, but it's just, but if you really think about it, you go to South Carolina State, play football, you still going to the league. But if you all could send the people to the league.
It would all come down to marketing, man. It's how you market yourself.
Yeah, and it's much easier nowadays than it's been in the past.
You know, old boy that plays for the.
A lot of people don't have to look for your tape like they used to, but with a lot more scouts going out, I'll tell you what's one of the benefits is when scouts go out to look at whomever, like if I'm playing for state and you playing for Georgia Southern, and they go out to scout for you, they're gonna see me play. So to see me play and say, okay, well, dang, I can go to YouTube and at least check out a little bit of what this guy was doing. That's an advantage that they didn't have before. So because before, like, well, who has tape for this guy? I ain't got no tape for.
Word them out too.
Right. It's
man,
out.
look, the true thing. Did you see Hustle? Right, Hustle on Netflix with Adam Sandler.
I haven't seen that yet.
Now that's a good movie because he took the essence of how you're supposed to recruit someone. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every time I think about watching it, I'm laying down and I already know it. I'm gonna get 5 minutes into the movie, and it's gonna be the TV gonna be watching itself.
No, that movie's good. It's gonna keep you up, bro.
Well, I definitely don't. Well, I can do that. I have a 3-day weekend, so I can do that this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really plan on doing much.
I'm jumping off, but I hit y'all tomorrow, Flex.
All right.
All right. Peace.
30. Man, hey, give everybody a pound for me, Circle K.
All the time. All right.
All right.
Salute. Yeah. Guess we're gonna shut it down. We about 2.5 hours in. Gotta wait for this thing to load up and then I can put it on YouTube. then G will be able to check it out. So shout out to everybody that was on. Big 6ix9ine, you still with me? I think he's out. Well, thank everybody for the nice episode of Funky Uncles. And there he goes. And we'll see you next week. Peace.